I'm Kieran Foster. I'm the VP of Product Management with Anton Bauer at the Vitech Videocom Group. Anton Bauer has been in business for more than 40 years producing batteries for predominantly the media industry. So these are television cameras, accessories that media professionals use to do creative on-set, off-set, EFP productions. So we have re-engineered and reintroduced batteries. You have to say, batteries are not the sexiest thing in the world. People usually don't get excited about batteries. We're trying to change that in a number of ways. Probably the first one and the most visible is the color of the batteries. We now are using 3 different colors to signify sizes. So you've got a 90 in one color, a 150 in another, and a 190 in another color. On top of that, probably the most important aspect of the new batteries is safety. And what we've done is actually taken the cells and wrapped them in a polycarbonate structure to isolate the cells from each other, so that in the case a cell goes bad, it doesn't affect the adjacent cells. We've also been able to take our cells and embed them around inside a case that's got rubber. So it's like a shock absorber. If you drop it, it's not going to break open, it's not going to cause the battery structure to actually be compromised. We've also increased the air volume around the battery pack so that if there's a lot of heat, it actually gets dissipated quicker. We have circuitry in there, so if anything happens to the battery, it just shuts it off. If it's a fatal error, it just stays shut off. We've also taken the battery, in the digital world, a digital camera spikes. So you'll have a power, when the camera powers up, it'll spike up and down. And the problem with that is that it prematurely drains the battery. And if I can use an analogy, if you get in your car and you start gunning the engine with the gas pedal, you're just wasting energy, wasting gas. It's the same thing. So a digital camera is essentially hitting that pedal over and over, and our new battery says, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it at a very constant rate of power, and then once you settle down, camera, then of course I'll give you the power you need. That allows the battery to last longer. In terms of the life on the battery, 1,000 cycles. And 1,000 cycles is a lot of cycles. Our nearest competitor is about 700. So if you think of total cost for ownership, you get to buy one battery that gives you 1,000 cycles, or you buy 2 that give you 1,000, or maybe 1,200 or 16, but the bottom line is you're buying 2 batteries. So the other big news for us is that we're also introducing a Sackler branded V-mount battery using all of the same technology that's inside the Anton Bauer battery. We're going after a market in Europe, Middle East and Africa, and Asia Pacific, where predominantly the V-mount is being used. So that touches pretty much on the batteries. The next product that we've changed is the charger. They're 45% more efficient in the sense that we've reduced the size of the power supply, but we've been able to keep the power, the charging performance really high by doing simultaneous but distributed and priority charging. So we take a battery that has the most charge left and charge that one first. Then you look at the next one and the next one. And you can sort of think if you stacked a whole bunch of champagne glasses on top of each other and poured the champagne down, what happens is the top fills up and then it cascades. That's what our charger does. The LCD screen is also touch screen, which gives you the information for the battery, all the details of what the health of the battery is, the number of cycles, manufacture date, those sorts of things. A very unique feature is that this charger can also be disconnected from the AC, mount 4 batteries on it, and then it becomes a power supply, a portable power supply via XLR4 pin connector. So in a field-based environment where I'm trying to do a long shoot, but I don't want to be connected to a generator, I can actually connect up 4 batteries and go out and shoot for hours on end, potentially an entire day on one set. The chargers also comes in a quad and a dual, and the quad has a discharge element to it, so you can discharge your batteries. The dual doesn't. So this is the exciting thing in the world of batteries, and hopefully we have lots of interest. So if anyone's interested in actually finding out more about the batteries and the technology, what we're offering, go to www.antonbauer.com. Anton Bauer, all one word.